Welcome, everybody, to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And third leg of our triangle couldn't be the same without him, Mike Crutchfield. Hi, Mike.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing
It's
well,
going to be a
doing
great
well.
day today.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
think it is.
is.
And speaking of today, somebody's got a horse in today, and that would be our guest from Victor Racing Stables, Chris Victor. How are you, Chris?
Doing well, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Excellent, excellent. We'll come back to you and you'll talk a little bit about your horse and we'll talk about some San Nita racing. But first, I think we're going to go right into it with Aqueduct today. They are running today and they are canceling Saturday and Sunday. So they've got some ungraded stakes today. It's really a good card at Aqueduct. And we are going to get some insight from Mike Crutchfield. What do you got there, Mike?
Okay, so I'm going to give the late pick five at Aqueduct, which starts in the race seven. But the one thing I want everybody to realize is these stakes races, something for you to look out for is these stakes races they can't use Lasix.
Right.
And I think people forget about that. And so I'm just reminding everybody to make sure when you're betting these horses, make sure you go back to see how well they ran coming off the Lasix because I think that's crucial for most people to understand that. But anyway, I'm going to give out the late pick five starting in race seven. It's a $128 ticket.
Mhm.
I feel really good about the ticket, and in the in the seventh race, I'm going to use four horses. I'm going to use the four, Mr. Holden. I'm
Mhm.
going to use the number eight. He's got this. I'm going to use the number 10, Skylander, and I'm going to use the number 11, Bar 14. Now, my top selection is going to be the number four, Mr. Holding, Mr.
Mhm.
Holden, going from. I like the horses coming from Woodbine. Coming here. They put this horse on the van. He's 8-1, has worked terrific over the dirt, and so that's going to be my top selection. Number four, Mr. Holden.
All right. Excellent. So we got 4, 8, 10, 11 that race. And what do we got in
Yes.
the next?
So race eight, I really wanted to single the number seven so bad, Shilling. But every time I thought about singling them, I kept looking back at the five, Mr. Two Bits. And I just couldn't do it because I think that this horse is going to be right there. So I'm going to use two horses, number seven, Mr. Shillings, and Two Bits. Now, something to keep in mind if this track at Aqueduct is playing anything like it played yesterday, I believe eight races they were like wire to wire. I mean, it was really speed favoring yesterday, and if it's really speed favoring, you might want to include the number two interstate love song. If the track, I watch the card, see if it's playing the speed. If it is, include uh, include that filly in there as well.
Okay. Fantastic. Next race.
Race number nine. I'm gonna use four horses. I'm gonna use the number one, Chilex,
Mhm.
the number 10, Land Dioro, the number 11. The number 11 is 30-1. That
Ooh.
is a horse that I think is going to be live today. Has worked fantastic coming off of a short break, and he's 30-1. I'm gonna make that my top selection in the race. I'm going to
Hey.
make the 30-1 shot my top selection. I don't look at the odds. I look at how I believe the horse is doing,
Yeah.
and uh, and so I'm going to use 1, 10, 11, 12
And
in
12. Okay.
race in race number nine.
All right. Fantastic. Yeah, that horse actually doesn't look like he should be 30-1 to me either. So I think that's a sneaky one. Good job.
That's one of those sneaky ones, and the jock does really good with this trainer, and also off 180-day layoff. The trainer is really good. Rudy is really good off of
Yeah.
those little short layoffs. So
And he's part owner of the horse, so that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, he's going to have the horse ready to go. And so, again, at 30 to 1, I hope I can get that. If, I would play him across the board.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. And race number 10, I'm going to use, this race, as I talked to you, earlier before we went on air. I think that this race is a tale of horses that don't want to go that long.
Hmm.
Um, I'm gonna throw the 7 all the way out just because it's a New York bred and in this open company race and Franco leaves to go to the 2. I watch stuff like that. You
Yep.
know, Although he rides a lot for Chad Brown, I just believe that I just believe that if that horse were worth taking, he would have stayed on him. So I'm going to use 4 horses here.
Hmm.
Well, actually, I'm going to use 4 horses. I'm going to use the number 1,
Hmm.
Grittiness, the
Yep.
number 2, Schoolyards, Superman.
Hmm.
I'm going to use the number 5, Malata, and
Hmm.
again the horse that I think is they have him as a favorite. I don't think he'll go off as the favorite. But the number 3, Oten Hoy. I'm gonna I'm gonna throw him in there because I think that this horse is green and just learning how to run, but he wants every bit of that distance out of quality road. So
Yep. Absolutely. All right.
okay. And then I'm going to wrap it up with 2 horses. I'm going to wrap it up with the number 7. I'm going to wrap it up with number 7, Factory Setting,
Hmm.
and number 8, Rainham Hall. And that's going to be my top selection at 8 to 1.
All righty. Excellent at 8 to 1. Everybody likes an 8 to 1, Mike.
Yeah, I really, I cash these, the best, you guys see them. I cash them because I'm not afraid to use. I don't care what the odds are. If I think they're on a good pattern and have worked well and have the things that I like, I don't care. I'm throwing them in, and that's how you get paid.
Yep. Amen. That's the way to do it. Yeah, they get that horse is getting Lasix for the first time. A few horses in there are, and that's
Yep.
always important. Like we talked about last show, it's February, and a lot of these horses are running for the first time in February, and they are like that Lasix. I mean, it can only help if you got a bleeder, and you can always see that in the race. Where they're first or second all the way through, and then they spit the bit last
Yep.
furlong or something, and they're getting Lasix. That's always going to be a positive in my book. So, all right, that's a $128 ticket.
Yes.
Before we go to you, Chris, let's go to my wifey Pooh down there, and why don't you give us your picks, Charisse? Because Chris has got a lot to talk about, and it's going to be a lot of good stuff going on there. Let's get your picks out of the way. We'll get mine out of the way at the end, but go right ahead, dear.
You're on mute.
Oop, hold on, you're on mute. Yeah, you're.
There
Oh,
you go.
Would.
am I there?
You're good
Yeah,
now.
we can hear
Okay,
Okay.
you
go ahead,
now.
dear.
So, Mike, if I use just your top picks and play a 50-cent late pick 5, I'm looking at that 31 to bring me a few $100s.
Yeah, that I really believe that horse is live. I
And
really do.
all the drama Rudy Rod is going through right now too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I've
he's still training. I mean, I love that horse.
yeah. Thank you. Let's get
Yeah.
him home.
Yeah, let's get him home. So I'm going to do that, Mike. I'm going to play a 50-cent pick 5 with all your
Perfect.
Okay.
time.
There
Go
you
for it,
go.
Okay.
Sharice.
Okay. Chris, I am going to go to the late pick 3 at Santa Anita.
Perfect.
And Steve told me it's an $18 ticket, Mike. So play it maybe 3 times if you want. But I
For sure.
need Chris's horse to win for money. So,
Okay.
seventh race. I'm not going to single Chris's horse, American Glory, but I am going to, of course, use him. He is my top pick. I'm going to use the 1, the 3, and the 7. And I'm going to put a little win bet on American Glory. Well,
There
maybe
you
not too little. In the 8th race, I'm going to single the favorite, the 4. Here's my thought on Run a Mile in My Shoes. My husband knows I usually don't bet Peter Miller, but he's got Jaramillo on, and he looks like the only horse in the race. Am I wrong?
go.
I could not find anything that will even come close to closing and winning this race. But anyway, so I'm singling the 4.
This
In the
is a good
9th
spot.
race, I'm going to go too deep. I'm going to use the 4 Silly Rabbit for
Hmm.
Ryan Hansen. And I'm also going to use the 6, which will be the favorite, no doubt, for Carla Gaines' Prince Dolce. So as you can see, if American Glory wins, maybe it'll
Yep.
pay 150 or something. But yeah, that's it. And I also thought I would give out today at Oaklawn is the Southwest Stakes. And I have a bit of a price in there that I looked at last night. It's the 11th race at Oaklawn today. As you know, Mr. Baffert has 2 horses that he shipped in for this race. I'm not using either one, Mike.
What? Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
You're not using Baffert.
No, I'm not.
Tell us.
I'm using number 4. I'm singling number 4, Rancho Santa Fe for owners Gary and Mary West. It's a homebred. They bred their filly to Tapit. I think this horse, I don't know what happened with Giroux. Hey, Chris, you could get a little inside information from Florent before your race. That'd be great because I am curious. They put Pratt on morning line 15 to 1. That's not why I like him. I just think the last race, something really happened at the start, which isn't documented, but he never got out of the gate. Really. I mean, flat-footed. But I just like this horse, number 4, Rancho Santa Fe to win the Southwest, and back it up with the 2 Bafferts if you want for the exacta and trifecta.
All right.
Got
Well,
it.
hey, they probably named that horse after where they have a house. I know they live down that direction,
Exactly.
so
Hmm.
uh, why not name it after their community? Why not? You know, when you've got that much money, you can name a horse anything you like.
Hmm.
I'm so,
Jockey Club Cruise.
I'm surprised, Chris, and we're going to go to you next here. I'm surprised that Nick Alexander hasn't named a horse Vin Scully yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I wonder if there was already, or I mean, I know there was a horse named Scully, but maybe not after
Mhm.
Vin.
Yeah.
Maybe the Jockey Club didn't approve it. Who knows?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, come on. Maybe they're Giants fans in the Jockey Club.
Could be. Yeah, or New York fans, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right, Chris. Well, big day for you. Tell us all about your horse.
Yeah, we'll jump right over to race 7, and yeah, American Glory. We entered him in a sprint, 6.5 going on the main turf, right? One note for the viewers is the gates are out 30 feet, and when the gates are out that far, it really does play into a lot of speed, which we did show some speed last out. Ran our best career buyer at a 88. The one thing I can share and say is that we want to lay close today. We want to be at least no more than 3.5 lengths, 4 lengths off the lead, with those gates being out. The horse that beat us last out, Captain Chuchi's, he came back to win again. And so he's 2 for 2 for the meet. And that just bodes well for us. And we know the race. Obviously, it was us 2 in that race. We were, a length and a quarter ahead of Mr. Leisure, who finished third. But today we get Florent Giroux, like you said earlier, and we're excited to have him in. He's got 3 mounts before us to kind of get warmed up for it. But American Glory is ready to go. He's been in shape. I shared the videos with you guys during the week, and the workouts have all been right on par. And he's doing what we all want him to do, and just moving forward with his form. So today, I've always wanted to sprint him, hence why we did sprint back in December of last year down the hill. Unfortunately, he didn't really like coming down the hill. And I think that, that just kind of happens with some of these horses, that they just don't like kind of going right and then left again, and picking up that speed coming downhill. So, uh, other than that, I think with the dirt crossing, again, a lot of these horses are going to kind of get that feeling of going from the turf to the dirt, back to the turf, and that kind of throws them off sometimes. But our outside post, I think, is our biggest advantage. And Florent should sit a nice, great stalking trip off the speed in here. I think that the horses, the 3 and the 4, Smart Code and Proudly Hailed, are going to be also kind of giving a little bit or showing a little bit more speed that we can run off of. And yeah, I think that at an 8-1 morning line, maybe we get north of 10-1. I think those other horses, Vancouver, the 1, the 3 and the 4, are all going to take money. So I look to us to probably be 4-1 or fourth choice or higher in this race. And looking at all the works and looking at all the picks from the other handicappers, some of us, some do pick us in the second or third spot. I know the Pasadena Star News picked us to win this morning, which is cool. But he's in form. We got a good rider, and he's in the right spot. I think today on the turf to see, or on the sprinting on the turf, that we can see some more speed and just lay off the leaders and get home at a big price for us, right? I think that's kind of the goal, obviously, but we're super excited, super nervous. It's never an easy day on a race day, I'll tell you that. It definitely, the nerves get to us. Slept okay last night, which was good, but really looking for a really good race today and to lose my voice. I think that's the goal every day I race.
Yeah, yeah.
You got it.
Tomorrow on the radio will be interesting if we win. I'm going to have a hoarse voice.
Yeah.
Come on,
So Victor,
Glory.
where do you watch the race? Where do you watch the race? Do you have
I watch it at the top step next, just behind the winner circle.
Okay.
The reason I
that
do
boy?
that is, I mean, I don't know if you guys are the same, but I love when I go to the racetrack, I do love watching the races live, and in a box. But in my races, I got to be right there at that center screen. I can see the screen, and it's just kind of the place that I always watch it with my grandfather. He's not the most mobile, so we try to get him as close to the winner circle as we can before
Yeah.
the race goes. But yeah, right there. And I set up my camera. I'll do it again today and kind of get a live look at how we cheer them home.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Good. Well, hopefully we're cheering them home in first, and that would be a wonderful day for your people, Victor Racing Stables, and hopefully those colors will show up really well in the winner's circle. So,
Hey, Chris,
Yep.
I will be playing Mahjong up at our club at 3:30, but I have an alarm set right now at
Good luck.
3:15.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Chris V. So I will be going to either my TVG or who knows what account and putting it in live with my earbud in so nobody thinks I'm freaking out when I'm, yeah,
Well, yeah,
you
they're
know.
going to be wondering why you're screaming when you're screaming.
And I'm going to say, I just made a lot of money.
Perfect.
yeah,
That's
And
good.
it's
yes,
not in quarters for Mahjong. But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
good luck, my friend.
Appreciate it.
I'm rooting, I'm watching, I'm screaming. So
Thank you. No, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. There's one other horse I'll give you in the fourth race today at Santa Anita. I think it's got a really big shot. It's a claiming 16 mile on the dirt. Contrary Chefton, the 5 horse. I think this horse is going to just go to the lead, outclass them all, and not stop running. I think he is definitely the fastest horse at the mile in the race. And at a 9-2 price, I think it's definitely worth a win bet.
awesome.
Okay, you got it. And that's
Awesome.
the number 5 horse in the fourth race. Awesome. All right, fantastic. Well, I guess I could give out something here. Um, why not? It's just we're having so much fun. I'm going to
Exactly.
do the late pick 3 tomorrow at Santa Anita.
Oh,
The late pick 3 is the $3 wager, and it's not, super exciting, but again, the $3 wagers, they always seem to pay because it scares away a lot of the 50-cent bettors. And when it's $3, rubber meets the road. You can spread out. If you can spread out in one of the races, you can get paid. And even if you don't spread out, I mean, I always seem to double my money, even when it's favorite, favorite, second favorite, second favorite, favorite, second favorite. It always doubles. Every time I double my wager. So you just got to hit the right ones, of course. But I'm starting the 7th race here at Santa Anita. It's a mile on the turf. I'm going to put in the 2 Sir Percival at 5-1. I think that's got a really good shot. People forget how good Tyler Bays is on the turf. Number 4, Straight Up Country, spelled like George Strait. I like that. JJ on it, 7-2, morning line. And the favorite, I got to put the favorite in there. Warm Sun and Brew, 9 to 5 with Frezu and Glatt. That horse, I think, is sitting on a good position here. He was off a little bit of a layoff, a little freshening. Ran 6 furlongs, but I think he wants the mile. So got to put that one in. In the eighth race, the Robert Lewis. Grade three. I'm not going to get fancy here. I'm just going to go Desert Gate with Baffert. This is a race that Baffert I think has won like 9 times. I mean, he's won so many Bob Lewis's. If you want to get fancy here, I think you can get some value. And I honestly believe that if you want to spread and put the 7 in there, I think Secured Freedom is sitting on a good race. I think Plutarch, the number 2 horse with Giroux and Baffert, that horse looks interesting to me. Possibly Intrepido with Barrios and Mullins. Those two are always fire. But I just think this is a typical Baffert move. It's on the dirt. It's a mile. It's just exactly what these horses train for all the time. So that horse is going to get out. He's got super speed. I think he's going to hold it. I'm just going to single the one in my pick three. If I were doing a pick four, a pick five, late pick five, I'd spread in that race. But
Hmm.
in this particular wager where I'm trying to get a price, I'm going to try to get it in the ninth race. The Sweet Life, it's 100,000 down the hill, 6.5. I never like horses on the inside down the hill, so I'm getting rid of the 1 and the 2. But it's tough for me to get rid of the 3. Yours sincerely, 6-1 with Kimura and Phil D'Amato. I think that horse, if I tell you if it were in the 4 or 5 hole, I'd love it a lot more. But I'm putting the 3 in there at that price. Himika, Baffert on the turf never gets bet because it's on the turf. But I think that horse is going to do well here. It is kind of interesting. Baffert, it's got moderate turf breeding into this horse. It's just Baffert always, it's always Derby, Derby, Derby. So you know, that's what
Yeah,
the owners want. It's like I'm paying $800,000 for this horse. I want it in the Derby, and then
Mm.
they realize, well, maybe it's not a Derby horse, and so then he tries other things. So I'm putting Hamika in there and Umbrail with Lascano and Sadler. Uh, I think this is a really, really good horse here. Certainly at 10 to 1, that's the one I would bet across the board because I think this is a going to be exactly what this horse wants.
what
It's
number is
got
he, Steve?
he's the 8,
Okay,
Umbrail, it's called,
got
or
it.
Umbrally or whatever it is.
Yep.
Um, I think that one's in. I like the work pattern, which is nice and slow because, turfers, I don't like when turfers work fast. I like when they work slow, especially when they're working on the dirt. I don't care how they're doing on the dirt, just nice and easy. That's fine. And then our friends from Legacy Ranch, I'm putting Mohaven in there too, the 10 horse.
Yep.
They're at four
Yeah.
to one. And this is the first time they've tried this one on the turf. Doesn't have a whole lot of turf breeding, but why the heck not? It's a stakes race, or it's a stakes race. Get your horse in there. So that's what I've got. I'm going 4 deep there. So in my ticket, it's $45 for that one. Let me go to Gulfstream. The tropical turf pick three today. And this one's going to be quick and easy because I'm just going to try to maybe play this 2 or 3 times because I think we've got a lot of favorites that look so good here. So starting in the sixth race, it's the sixth, the eighth, and the 10th today. The sixth race is a mile and 16th on the turf, optional claiming 75. Errata Ortiz and Chad Brown. That's probably all I need to really say. But this horse has been off over a year. But it's Chad Brown. When he's off over 180 days, he's 24%.
Mm.
Routes, turfs, everything's in the mid 20% with this trainer, of course. And Errata Ortiz is 30% this meet, so let's just single him. So Child of the Moon is the 2 horse. In the eighth race, I'm putting in the 2 Shades of Jade. That's another horse I think that lays all over this field. It's Arad and Phil Antonucci. And this horse already won at 5 furlongs on this course in 55 and 4. I mean, he
Mm.
flew down there, won by 2 lengths, and that was December 24th. So it's perfect timing to go do it again. I think those two have got it all over. So the last race is the third leg of the pick three, and this is where I'm spreading a little bit, but it's tricky. And this is where you're going to get your price because I've got four horses and I don't have a whole lot of prices in these four horses. I'm picking the four favorites, but the four favorites, whenever you have a race like that that's spread out so much with four favorites, and it's certainly in a $3 bet base wager, it's always going to pay more. So that's what I'm counting on. So I'm going one, two, three, five in there. And the highest price out of any of those is 9-2 Lomax, the two horse. The horse I really like though is Make Me Famous. It's a Rat Ortiz and Victor Barboza. Um, this horse, I think they're dropping him way down. I mean, this is like a super class drop, way down. And I just think based on
Hmm.
his training runs, I think he's going to be fine in this field. And the fact that he's dropping so dramatically, uh, I think he's got a live shot there. And at 7-2, with a Rat Ortiz, a Rat's not going to get on a 17-5 claimer if he doesn't think he's got a chance to win. so,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's a
Yep.
$12 wager if you just do what I said. If you do it twice, 24, 3, 36. So enjoy your time there. It's Gulfstream, the tropical turf pick three, they're calling it.
Love
So
it.
that's that.
Or if we
Anyways.
just play I rad
There
for
you go.
$30, we'll have it 10 times.
Wow.
Hey,
I
Hey,
love it.
Mike. Hey, Mike.
hey. Yeah.
I might just do that. I have it written
I think
down.
I'm I think we should play I rad, honey.
Wow. That's great. Awesome. Anyways, all right. So let's before we wrap up here, Chris, who do you like in the Super Bowl?
I'm Seahawks, to be honest with you. I think that they're going to be tough to beat. I'm betting anything, I'm
Oh.
betting the under. Yeah.
Oh,
Good
okay.
defenses on
Fair
both
enough.
sides. I think it's going to be a good game, but who
Yeah.
knows? It's the Super Bowl. They might want to run that score up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the Seahawks have a little penance they got to get back from the Malcolm Butler thing. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
Yep.
talking about that in the locker room. We're not gonna we're not gonna we're gonna give it to Marshawn Lynch, although he's not even playing. We'll give it to him
Yep.
again this time. So anyway, who do you like, Mike?
I've been on the Seahawks the whole time. We talk about this, and I think the danger is if they actually if the Patriots get behind, it's going to be a long day.
hmm
If they
Um,
get behind, that's what you have to look for.
Yeah.
yeah.
First
Yeah, the
half under.
Patriots. I tell you what, if the Patriots win the toss, they better take that ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's when you take it.
True.
You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. Hit him
they got
early.
yeah, they got to try to score early. How about you, Shreese? Who you liking?
We're going to be at a Super Bowl party at our club. I'm going to be hanging with the girls. I don't know. I do know that we're going to tune in Erica Kirk's halftime show.
Yeah, heard. Yeah,
Yep.
We are gonna tune that in, and yeah.
Well, I gotta say, speaking of that halftime show, how stupid am I, knowing that halftime show was coming? And remember the other day, Shreese, we were betting, and I didn't put in American Badass for Kid Rock,
Oh,
and he ends up winning at like 17-1. I'm like,
oh,
Los Al, yeah.
I mean, if
yeah,
Yeah.
there ever was a clue, that would have been the clue, man. It was like,
yeah.
yeah, they named the horse obviously after Kid Rock, but I've got my Patriots jersey here.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I like the Seahawks, Mike, and I think the Seahawks are going to win, but I don't have a Seahawks jersey. So 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 I'm going to wear my Patriots jersey just to be contrary to everybody, and they're all going to be like, what is this? You're not from New England. No, I'm
Yeah.
not. But I bought that jersey, and Sharice remembers the story. I bought it after the 28-3 Patriots were losing against the Falcons. I bought it after that Super Bowl, and Julian Edelman almost single-handedly willed that team to
Yeah.
victory. And I said to Charisse, I said, "Oh man, if they come back and win this game, because I won money that game, I had
Hmm.
Patriots, and I said, if they come back and win this game, I'm going to buy myself a Julian Edelman jersey. That's all there is to it.
Hmm.
I'm
Sure.
buying one." And so, but I don't really care about Julian Edelman or the Patriots except for that. And
Yeah.
so what I did was I bought this jersey was on sale for like 25 bucks. It's
Ah,
an official Super Bowl jersey, the whole shot, but it was the Super Bowl they lost. So that's
Mm,
why it was
ah.
25 bucks. But it's Edelman, and I'm like,
okay.
I bought my Edelman jersey and I got him for
Who
25 bucks.
exactly? Who's going to look at the Roman numeral, right?
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
people don't.
nobody's going to look
People
at that
can't
and
even
say,
read that anymore. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
they would never know.
oh,
So
people are like, oh, that was probably one of the years the Patriots won. But no, they didn't. That's why it was
Exactly.
25 bucks.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
I want you gentlemen to know that I am a Dolphins fan this coming football season. However, I am also going to be another AFC team fan, San Diego Chargers.
Ah,
Los Angeles Chargers.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. See,
It's
Chris,
okay.
how
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop
It's
with
all
anyone
good.
but
It's
Miami
all good.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm
You
right
know
with
what?
you.
You know why, right?
Well, the Super Bowl
No.
next year is in Los Angeles, so I think they're going to be playing in their own home stadium. But
No, you know why I'm and our good friends Mike and Linda Simmons are so thrilled. They were looking for a jersey for me. So, but no, the reason is Mike McDaniel's their offensive coordinator, and I
that's
love
right.
Ah,
That's
him.
right. From
yeah.
head coach to offensive coordinator. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be a big, huge
Yeah.
difference maker. And
I
Yeah.
I like his spirit. I love the way he is with his family. He's just low key, hey, 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 and why not, right?
Yeah.
I
I
you'll
love
have to
everything
remind me
but
to
the
go.
capris.
Oh, yeah, the Caprice.
Yeah, I love everything but the
I know.
capris.
I
I
know.
could not see Chris, myself, or Steve in capris. I just
No.
couldn't do it.
Come on.
No, you're right.
It's a fashion statement,
I think the
gentlemen. It's
guys
a
would agree with me. They would not
no.
wear capris.
His wife dresses him. His
Yeah,
wife
Yeah,
dresses
well,
him.
it doesn't look good, but I'm telling you, I wore something similar to capris the other night at Los Alamitos. So we are at Santa Anita, and I said to Charisse, "Let's go to Santa Anita." Okay, great. And then she's like, "Hey, Todd and Caroline want us to go to Los Al with them tonight," and I'm like, "I'm wearing shorts." It's like I can't get into Vessels Club without pants. And I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just borrow some pants from the front because in their door there they have some pants you can wear for people that are
right.
wearing shorts like me. So I throw them on. Okay, they fit fine at the waist. I put them on. They're a little short. So so I was wearing capris all night. Thankfully, nobody got a picture of me, and I tried to remain seated most of the time, but
Smart
my
man.
ankles were nice and cold all night.
Smart.
There you go.
Terrible. Yeah, I was like, they were like length was like 30 or something, and I'm
Oh
like,
my.
whatever, that's fine. I'll just wear them. At least I can get in that way. Anyway, but you're right. I don't like capris either.
Yeah.
So, but I think they're going to be doing really well with him. I think McDaniel and Herbert are going to be just like peas in a pod. I just got a feeling he's got that. He went to Oregon, University of Oregon. He's one of those dudes. It's kind of like, all right, bro, this is what we're doing. And I think him and McDaniel are going to be so good together where they're going to just
Yeah.
get each other. And
Oh yeah.
and McDaniel's always good about. I mean, he's a great offensive mind, just not a good head coach. So that's a perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to Vegas in a few weeks, and I'm gonna bet the Chargers into the playoffs and Super Bowl just because. I think that's a big changer for them having them. So anyway, that's my thought.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Appreciate
Anyway,
it.
thanks for joining us, everybody
Yep.
out there, and certainly Mike and our guest Chris Victor. Good luck, and we're going to sign off our normal way.
Chris, Chris, this kiss is for American Glory.
Look, yes,
And
Okay, all right,
American
there we go.
Glory.
All
and
right.
don't forget, if you get any little tips from Florent Giroux about the horse I like in the Southwest,
I'll
text.
let you know.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Here we go. All right,
all right.
guys. Take
I'll
care,
see you.
everybody.